Hey everybody, Wendy Klinke with Blue Cat Studio. Welcome to day 4 of the Advent Ornament Challenge. And I think I'd mentioned this to a couple of you, but I'm going to reiterate it. Some days I end up doing this really late. So up until now, we've been painting on these tiny little ornaments, and I'm going to continue to, but I realized that on camera, these are a royal pain, and you actually can't see what I'm doing. It's tiny. Look at that detail. Ooh, tiny. So I'm going to do it on a canvas today, and then I will do it smaller later. So if you have a canvas, any old size, again, you don't have to do it big. I'm doing it big. I need a circle. So here's my frying pan, or my saute pan. I'm just going to trace it to get a circle, because this is like literally the only circle in the house I could find that was about the right size. All right, so I got kind of my ornament shape, right? It's cool. I did it uneven, so I'll flip it. Sweet. Wow, that's a very wonky circle. No, I swear, I really am an artist. Okay, I'm going to give it a quick black line so we can see it. And that means you can then see the details that I add. So I'm just going to kind of add a little something there, a little something there. Again, my focus is really creating a larger space so you can see the work. Whereas, the details on this one, I think we all needed like a little help. All right, so we're going to do a snowman. I'm going to do just his face, and we're going to make it really nice and big. I just kind of freehanded that. You could, so it's really a good portion. It's like at least more than half, maybe 2/3 the size. And then we'll kind of add a little something right along here. I feel like I could go even bigger. I wonder if I can go bigger. Let's go bigger. Yeah, okay. We'll go like that, and then we'll just add a little bit of a top hat, just kind of coming off like so. Pretty basic, right? Let's get some black lines to kind of freeze that guy in place. You'll have to bear with me. I am totally freehanding this, so obviously we're going to have our lumps and bumps, and it's going to be some positives and some negatives. So it's okay if he's a little wonky. And now we're going to give him a little nose that kind of, so I usually start with a circle, kind of draw up like so to extend it. You could even make it go really long. I always like kind of a slightly curvy. And I love these little happy eyes, kind of like upside down. So if this is his mouth, we'll do some circles just to kind of get it placed. And there you go. Okay, so we've got the basic shapes. I'm not going to do everything in. All right, so now in terms of color scheme, we're going to do a green hat, a white face, a red hat, a white face, and a green background. So I'm going to start with this face. So you want to grab a little bit of Bahama blue and a little bit of white. Bahama blue, Holly, that's for you. Don't get rid of it. You need to hold on to it because I'm gonna keep doing projects with that color. So we're going to grab just a little kiss of blue, kind of mix it over here on our palette. And this is, as we've lightened it. Hey, Holly, see, just for you, I'm using your Bahama blue, so you're not allowed to get rid of it. I was going to tell tales on you trying to get rid of your paint. Seriously, give me the list of your paint colors, and I'll do a project with every single one of those colors, or a series of projects, so that you feel like you actually are getting use of them. So I know this is weird. I'm going around the outer rim of our snowman with blue. Yes, ma'am. Ha 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 ha. Because come on, let's face it, we're artists. You can never have too much paint, and you can never have too many variations. I mean, seriously, y'all. Like, let me just do this for a minute. Holly, this is my blue drawer. Beat that. Okay, and I have one drawer for pretty much every color, so don't feel guilty if you think you got too much paint. She followed my instructions and she kept it. Yay! All right, so we just kind of got that basically filled in. And again, if you want to do this small, by all means, go ahead and do it. These are 3-inch ornaments. They're just plain wood. I got them at Michael's, or you can probably get them at Hobby Lobby or Amazon. It was literally a 50-piece set for $9.99. And if you get the 20 make 20 discount coupon, which I think is all over their website and everywhere else, you get 20% off. So it ends up being like $7.99. It's not bad. And again, it's a pack of 50, so you can do 25 perfect ones, 25 messed up ones. First draft and second draft. All right, so now we've kind of got the face. And it's, you notice it's a little darker blue around the edges, and then we're kind of lightening through the center. And while I'm here, I'm just going to add a little lightness to right where that nose is. We kind of sketched it in. A lot of that sketching is going away, but it still just kind of helps sometimes to commit a little something to it. So there he is. He's got his kind of cute blue face. Not, again, I'm using a large ornament section here, or a large canvas, just again so you can see, because the last couple of days I've been really feeling like a crazy person. All right, offloading that paint. Oh, and I hand mixed some navy blue today. I ran out of navy blue paint and went to town attempting to mix my own. That was unique. Okay, so that background is going to be green, and so I'm going to go for the background right now, because green accidentally getting into red is going to give you a nasty brown. However, red grabbing a touch of the green, not so much. So we'll take that green and just kind of get around the edges. Oh, and this is sour apple. It's just a really nice spring green. Now, if you wanted to, mix your own, any kind of like a teal and yellow, you could kind of get something similar. This one is beautiful just as is. Oops. Actually try to avoid the tip of that nose a bit. And so I would definitely, for those of you who are tuning in for more than one of the ornament challenges, I would definitely love your feedback to know if you feel like this helps when I paint it a little bit bigger versus smaller. I do still intend to paint the little ones, but again, I'm trying to make sure. I mean, my first priority is that you guys are able to see what the heck I'm doing, because I can paint the little ones all day long by myself, but the real point of this is to share. All right, so there we go. Okie dokie. I thought that's a good green. Oh, hello, Elaine. She says she sprinkled. Oh, she sprinkled. So for those of you who don't know what it means to sprinkle, it means she shared. And Elaine is watching us from South Carolina in the house. Very nice. Welcome. I'm glad to see you here. So Elaine, if this is your first Advent Ornament Challenge, I'm usually painting on the small guys, and they're really just plain wood, but I decoupaged wrapping paper on one side, and I'm painting designs. But I think this is easier to see, right? Okay, so I'm gonna offload this green. And one of the other goals of this is to try and keep it in to about 20 minutes, give or take. So far, I haven't really been winning on the 20 minutes. I get a little chatty and I get carried away. I mean, if I'm by myself, enjoying small, I could probably do it in that pace, but yeah, I just start talking. Okay, next up, we're going with some red, and I have True Red from DecoArt. For a lot of my other ones, I've been using a tomato red, which is, it's a little bit bluer, it's a little bit colder. I want something really bright with like almost hints of orange, like a fire engine. So we went with a True Red. And, I'm going to start up top here so I don't drag my hands into the paint. We're just going to kind of fill in the basics of that hat. Now, always start with your first base coat. If that's enough, great. If you need a second coat, just allow it to dry and then you can come back. Whoops. Yeah, I spent most of my day today assembling sled painting kits for a bunch of local customers, which is super fun. And of course, trying to mix my own navy blue because I ran out of navy. And I was like, oh my gosh, how am I going to do this? And the best part was when you put all like the navy, like the homemade blue and the navy and the store-bought navy, you could not tell which was which. It was awesome. I'm like, all right, good. We'll just scratch navy blue off the list of colors to buy. So if the secret is a little bit of black and a lot of blue. Any old kind of like a cobalt or ultramarine or true blue or kind of any of the gamuts. It's something that's nice and bright, like that. Plus a little black gives you a beautiful, rich navy. So there you go. You're welcome. Although sometimes it's really just easier to like grab a bottle of navy and throw it in. So let's see. Elaine says, last time you were watching, I was painting the Whoville tree. Oh my gosh. So, oh, that's right, Elaine. And then you were telling me that you had the cool bird lights. I was going to finish it. And I don't know if it was a cat or me, because, you know, I've always got things perched rather crazily. It was, you know, safely on the floor, but I went to move it and the whole thing was like shattered and it broke in a whole bunch of pieces. So unfortunately, I never got past the gold star on my cool Whoville tree. I was really sad because it was so cute. So I threw it away. I think I have another one, which I might paint again, but I was so bummed that I killed it. Oh, well. But again, like I was like, wait, how did this happen? Like it was it was sitting on the floor and it just, I don't know, whatever. Strangely, there's actually almost like a little sense of relief. All right. So, because it was like, all right, well, less stuff to worry about, but I was still bummed. We're just finishing out the basic, filling out the sky in red. Because, you know, snowmen need red hats, right? Just wanted to change it up. I wanted to be, you know, Christmas colors. Because again, these are for Advent. I'm so glad you guys are tuning in. I know, exactly. Rip little tree. I was so sad. I'm glad you guys are tuning in at this hour. I feel like a crazy person going live at like 10 o'clock at night. But, you know, it's been one of those days. So you're here with me, which is awesome. So we need to get a little bit of shading in the hat. We have a couple of options. I'm kind of feeling like I'm going to use some navy blue. And I think this might be a janky navy blue. Oh, no, it's a good navy blue. Good. So I'm going to grab just a tiny pinch. I have not rinsed my brush, sticking with a little bit of red. And I'm just grabbing the very little bit, and I'm going to come over here and just kind of mix a darker tone. I could use black, but I'm not feeling it today. Ooh. My bestie's over. She's on the couch, and she just pulled up one of my videos and I heard my voice. I'm like, what? Oh, I'm live on Inner Circle, and but you just come sit over here and watch me live. Oh, hello, watching from Alabama. Hi, Huntsville. Is it Huntsville? What part of Alabama? We have friends in Huntsville. Awesome. Yeah. All right, so I'm using some of this navy mixed with red kind of right underneath to create the shadows. Again, I could use black, but black tends to be, it's so dark. And it tends to go south so fast that sometimes using like a blue or something else is a little bit better. So I've added kind of the shadow kind of right around the edge of the rim to help kind of bring it out. Oh, you are near Huntsville. Cool.
Space camp.
Space camp. I know. Space camp, Redstone Arsenal, all the things. I just know Redstone. I've been to Huntsville and I've been to Tuscaloosa. That's it.
I think Volkswagen is there.
All right, I'm gonna attempt to pronounce it. She says it Val Hermoso Springs. Right, I like my brain added an extra syllable, and I was like, I hope I pronounced that right. I apologize if I butchered it. I've been known to do that. Oh, hey, we got somebody watching from the Makers Gonna Make group as well. Hello, hello.
Makers Gonna Make, that's great.
Yeah, that's my friend Susan's group. She's awesome. Okay, so and she's based in the UK. So I don't know what time it is for you. Hopefully you're stateside if you're watching this, or you're a super early bird. Grabbing some red. Bad night to talk about. Oh, I'm sorry, Bama beating your dogs. I did go to see. Yeah, I was in Tuscaloosa, with a boy, and we were watching the Bama game because he was an alum.
No British accent.
What? What? No, I'm not putting on accents. Okay, you guys. So, like, my bestie is here, and she brings out the crazy in me.
In each other.
And in each other, and we've like been to dinner. I only had one beer. She had maybe more than me. Okay.
She wasn't driving.
No, I was driving. Okay, you guys. So, really, question is, should I always paint at 10 o'clock at night because I get a little bit extra goofy? I don't know. Okay, so now I'm going to grab just a little bit of white, and we're just kind of, since we're here on the hat, we're going to just kind of make it happen. I have not rinsed my brush. And every so often I do offload because I like to just get rid of the excess, and I love my flat brushes. Just going to kind of come right to that. And they love me. They do. And just kind of come to the edge there and just pull a little bit. And you notice that almost that gives it that look of like it's shiny. It's like a red satin hat. I was really tempted to be like, how do we add some purple? So it's kind of like the red and purple, ladies club with that was a thing like when my mom was almost my age. Okay, so I'm also adding a little bit of the white. Oh, Elaine says, hi, bestie. It's her job to pull the fun out of you. Uh-huh. Amplification. Yeah, there you go. Amplification. Bestie's name is Julia. And my cousin Holly is watching. Hi, Holly. Okay, so I had a lot of white. It might be a little more than I wanted, but we'll see. We're just kind of playing here. Gotta watch my time. I said we would do this in 20 minutes. I'm not winning with the 20 minutes. I'm just gonna say, I'm gonna grab a little bit of extra red.
Ask your fans if anybody's leaving at 20 minutes exactly.
Okay, well, they can probably hear you. Julia wants to know, in case you didn't hear her, is anybody leaving exactly at the 20-minute mark, or are you gonna stay the course with me and see if we can finish this? But I'm trying to finish in like 20 minutes because I don't want this to be like a heavy lift. Like, oh my gosh. All right, so Holly says that Julia does it well in terms of pulling the crazy out of me and amplifying it. Amen, sister. Although Holly, you do a pretty good job of it too. Holly's my cousin.
Alabama, what do you think?
Elaine's hanging. Woo! So we do have somebody else who's watching, and so I'm using a thing called StreamYard, and it says, and sometimes, like, especially if you're watching directly from my Facebook page and you haven't clicked on like the whole StreamYard link, it doesn't tell me your name. So if I haven't called you out by name, my apologies. It's not because I'm ignoring you. It's because it says Facebook user from my viewpoint. So I do apologize if I'm not like addressing you by name, but if you put your name in when you make a comment, then I'll be like, oh, hey, how's it going? All right, I'm going to rinse my brush real quick. So we've got a pretty good red going here. We've got a little shine, a little shadow. Let's do, yeah, this is nice and dry. Let's do the orange. Where did I didn't bring an orange to the party today. All right, hold up. Got to find an orange. So y'all, if you have jack-o'-lantern orange from Deco Art Americana, grab that one. Mine's AWOL, so I'm just going to grab my big tub of.
From the red drawer or the orange drawer? It's from the orange drawer.
Actually, no, it's my big tub drawer. So this is close. This is actually a Sargent Art. I bought this in like a, oh, hey, Tracy from Nova Scotia, Canada. And Tracy Ann, it does show your name.
Is it really cold up there? How's the temperature?
I know, seriously. Is it cold up in Nova Scotia?
Is she having hot chocolate at a fireplace?
Okay, wait a minute. So Nova Scotia, are you an hour ahead of us? So is it like 11:23 instead of 10:23? All right, so I'm just using this orange. Oh my gosh, you guys, check this out. I bought this orange in a whole gallon from Amazon and it leaked. It was like a plastic bag full of paint plus the jug. I was so sad. So then I asked for a return and they sent me another one and it was another plastic bag full of paint. And I was like, all right, I think if I combine the two, I can get my whole jug of paint.
Stop ordering bags of paint.
I know. And I was like, well, okay. I'm not sending the second one back because they're just going to throw it all away. And then I'm just wasting paint and like nobody can deal with that. So I sent them back one bag of paint and I kept the other one. Hey, Deborah Brooks. Hello. And it's 9:20 in Alabama. Alabama.
It's probably warm there.
It's probably a bit warmer. They're further south. And Tracy says, yeah, it's cold. But it looks like there's a lot of snow. All right, so we've got most of the orange in here. Here we go. All right, come on, Pokey. I'm moving slow. I'm laughing. This is fun. This is way more fun. Thank you guys for joining me.
Things are better when Tracy's here.
things are better when everybody's here and when everybody's here. Okay, so I'm going to grab some navy blue. I may or may not regret this. I'm not sure. But I'm going to kind of mix it with the orange since I got the navy blue. Oh, look at that. It made a brown, which is perfect because I wanted a brown. Oh, Deborah near Huntsville. Val,
Valdosta?
the Val, I gotta scroll up. Wait, what did she say? It was, where's my mouse?
Val Kilmer.
Val Kilmer. Val Hermoso Springs. I was like, Val. All right, so we've got the brown. Oh my gosh, you guys. Okay, maybe this is how we got to do it. We just got to go. We got to go live at like late every night. You get the crazy Wendy instead of like buttoned up normal Wendy. It's the not quite so professional. So I'm using that kind of brown that we mixed along the bottom. And again, that's just some navy blue. If you have a regular brown on hand, you can go for it and use it. Sometimes I just don't feel like squeezing out, more paint and finding more colors. So sometimes it's easier to just kind of go with what we got. All right. I think this guy's about done. I'm going to offload the paint from it, give it a quick rinse. I may bring it out again just to do the background. Not that we really need a background, because again, the hope is that you're painting on a small ornament. But this is looking kind of cute, so I might as well finish it off so it looks good. All right, I don't need anything too small, so I'm just going to go with a small flat brush. Can you see that okay? Sort of, kind of. Yeah, a little bit. All right, coming back into my navy / orange mishmash mix. I come in and just kind of tighten that up a little. And again, you could use black for this. You could use brown. Oh, I do need to break out some black, don't I? Because we have coal and eyes and all the things. Yeah, whatever. We'll get there. All right, so we got a carrot nose. It works. Offload, rinse, and then we're gonna go for some white. Get a quick highlight on that guy. So I say this every time, but it's really important. After you rinse your brush, you want to make sure you squeeze it off. Oh no, Holly says FYI, normal Wendy ain't all that normal. Oh rats! I thought I was pulling a fast one on you guys. I guess not. All right. So I'm just kind of taking some white right along the top, and it doesn't have to be perfect lines. Kind of, you see that okay? Just kind of like scrubbed along the top and then brought a few bits down to make it look all carroty. I'm going to do more highlights on that. Actually, let's do it now because I have the white on my brush. We might as well do it. So actual white line kind of here, actual white line kind of here, maybe kind of zipping around there, a little bit more there. Let's see, maybe a little something here. Yeah, there we go. We like just a little extra kick of pop. A kick of pop. That's a word, right?
A kick of pop.
Yeah.
Hashtag kick of pop.
Hashtag kick of pop. Not the king, the kick. Exactly. Okay, so we're going for black now. And I know I have a tub of black here. All right, let's do this thing. Oh my gosh, you guys. Ugh. Got my crazy going tonight. Okay, that's like way too much black, but it's fine. Okay, so we're just going to get the face in real quick. Do a little sort of upside down frowny or upside down smile, like frowny face kind of thing. I mean, you could do like just like you could do coal, but he just looks so much happier when you do it like this. I like it. And then we just make some non-circular circles here. Again, we like them irregular. I say that every time, but I really like them irregular. Uh-oh, she wrote something. All right, Julia wrote me a note. She says it's hashtag kick of pop. Okay. It's supposed to be a pop of color or a kick of color, and it came out as kick of pop.
People are going to remember that.
But earlier today, we were trying to do like the New York Times crossword puzzle. And she asked about like, was it a pair of shoes that have perforations in them or something like that? And I was trying to say sandals, but I said salad. I don't know where the salad came from. It just sort of came out. I was like, no, I swear
Olives between your toes.
Sorry, you guys. Okay, whew, we're good.
I hope there's comments right now on that one.
So far, no, but it's okay. Okay, all right. So I'm gonna go. You know what? I need a smaller brush because I want to get a really tiny outline, sort of around this guy to add a smidge more definition. Breathe. I'm good. I gotta breathe. Okay. Should we test out my new mermaid pens? I'm gonna try these out. Okay, I have no idea if this is gonna work, but check this out. I got these new, like, they're for nails, and it's just like super fine line. Can you see that? Super fine line. Look at that. It's like
Bob Ross, eat your heart
it's
out.
like a needle, but it's a mermaid, and it's like rainbowy. What am I drinking tonight? Oh, Cassie. So look at Elaine said hashtag kick a pop. So Cassie, I had like one beer at dinner like 3 or 4 hours ago, but my bestie's over, and she kind of brings out my crazy, and I don't know.
And it makes her kids laugh.
She makes my kids laugh. Oh my gosh, this is the best. Okay, so I think it was like a 3-pack of these for like $4 on Amazon. But it was a really good beer, and it was like 11.2% ABV, alcohol by volume. So I only had one.
Did you tell the friends what you thought mine smelled like?
Oh my gosh. Julia got this fancy peach thing because it was like, okay, so I'm really not into drinking, but here we are talking about it. But, you know, why not? She's like, oh, you got to smell it because it had peach in it. And I was like, it smells like armpits. Oh my gosh, you guys. Suze is going to disown me when she wakes up and sees this live on her page. I love you, Suze. I swear. All right, I'm good. All right, so I'm just adding kind of outlines to help add some definition to the hat. Oh, I'm trying not to giggle the whole time. Shoo. Oh yeah.
Kick a pop.
This is what happens when it's like it's Saturday. You worked all week. You just keep working on Saturday. Woo. When you finally let your hair down, it just comes all the way down.
Hair's not even down.
I know. Well, but you know, I was so covered in paint earlier today. I just don't need to be covered in more paint. Ooh, you're right. My hair's not down. Okay, so. And we're just adding a fine line. So honestly, these are like the coolest. And look at it has a mermaid tail. I mean, hello. I love it. I love it.
Michelangelo had those.
Oh, Michelangelo, eat your heart out. He definitely did not have cool mermaid things. So these are like, they're for acrylic nails, but oh my goodness. So what's really cool about them is the bristles are fairly stiff. So that they don't splay too easily, and they kind of hold their point. Oh my gosh, this is really nice. Or at least it's nice the first time out. If I don't wash it properly, it's going to be trash soon. So, make sure you guys wash your brushes with soap and water when you're done. And by the way, when you're doing that, you put some soap in your hand, and then you kind of scrub the bristles right in the palm of your hand. And you really got to do it until the bubbles come out clear. All right, here we go. Oh, this is so much easier doing this big. Okay, you guys. So, where did I put it? Oh, here's. I'm going to just heat this really quick, give it a quick dry. Because I am so sure I'm going to start like smearing stuff everywhere. If I'm not careful. Okay, I'm trying to say. So if you're just joining us, like I'm kind of having a little bit of a giggle fest because my bestie Julia is here and she's standing right near me.
I really want to put the kick pop back into the camera.
Oh yeah. Okay, so here we go. This is Julia's note for all of you guys. Kick a pop. Because I'm always messing up when I'm trying to say something. We finally had someone to write it down for me. All right, so just using your fine liner. And again, get yourself some cool mermaid nail brushes. If you guys, okay, so let's see. Elaine says, kick of pop reminds me of that funny video of a preschooler singing that tater pop song. Oh,
I might have to look that up.
Yeah, we need to find the tater pop song.
You should tell the group that my niece didn't, in the, I forget the artist's name, but instead of singing Daisy Dukes, she sang Daisy Dupes with a P. It was really cute.
Was that
California Girl?
Oh, Katy Perry's California Girl. Yeah. Okay, so her niece sang Daisy Dupes.
with a B.
Daisy Dupe with a P. It's not a Daisy Dukes about them shorts. Daisy Dukes bikinis on top. Yeah, that one.
Daisy Dupes.
Daisy.
She was like 4.
4? My gosh, you're making me feel old. 4. Kick a pop. Kick a pop. All right, so I'm just gonna plop this one. Look at, oh wait, here's a feature I haven't used ever before. Look at that, Elaine. I just highlighted your comment. You're famous now. This is like a cool thing. All right, so here we go. We're gonna kind of finish the outlining on our friend here's face, the snowman. Hey, what's his name, guys? We need to give him a name. We need to give him a name, or her. Duke for Daisy Dupes.
Yeah.
I don't know. Y'all, I need a name for this snowman. All right, I'll take this off. I don't want to like embarrass you the whole time, Elaine. But I just realized I had that feature. All right, well, that's the basics of it. Now, if you're doing yours on canvas versus on a small ornament, then, oh, let's offload the paint from this guy. Give it a quick rinse. My mermaid. Ooh, you know what's also cool about this? Is you can kind of hold that mermaid tail and like wiggle it around, and it's getting the paint off easier. All right. That is phenomenal. So this one, we usually do gold. So in the, I know, sparkles. Lady Glitter Sparkle. So in the interest of staying consistent, we'll just do the gold here. And I'm going to kind of go a little bit over the hat, kind of make a straightish line. And again, this is a little bit of just sort of freehand frippery. Okay, so Elaine says she'll search for the video and send us the link of the tater pops. That would be super cool. Kick of pop, tater pops. Oh, I love it. And if you guys sit there and like watch TikTok videos and there's all these cute, funny voiceovers and songs, and I started incorporating that in my language, and everyone looks at me like I'm crazy. I'm like, oh, you didn't see that TikTok? Although actually, I think it was Facebook Reels, because there's only so many apps a girl can use before she completely burns out, or starts talking like Max Headroom.
Is anybody old enough to get that reference?
Oh, I bet you everybody's old enough to get that reference. I mean,
I am old enough to have actually had a crush on Rick Astley before it was Rick Rolling.
nice.
Yeah.
Nice. She had a crush on Rick Astley. I cannot say the same for myself. All right. So I'm going to offload. Ooh, I'm going to put some gold paint on something else. All right. Quick rinse there. And I'm just going to black the background so that this guy really pops out at us. So that the focus is on that guy. Okay, 32 minutes. I totally failed in keeping my 20-minute thing. So far, I'm 0 for 0. Well, at least, it's cool. So I'm just going to, let's keep it simple, right? Black. And, oh, do we need glitter anywhere on our guy? Say, what's that?
Blue sparkles.
Blue sparkles. Where do I put blue sparkles?
On the black.
On the black. Oh, well, that's interesting. So you want me to do glitter on the background? Yeah. Okay. Anybody else online?
I want to hear what Alabama has to say.
Okay, Alabama.
Val Kilmer or Huntsville?
Valhermosa Springs. I got it. That was Tracy, right? She wants to know where we should put the glitter. All right. What is going on? I need like more paint. There we go. Just squeeze it on the canvas. Yes. We like fart noises. Wet paint noises. Let's see. Can you get a notification when I go live? Okay, so that's a great question, Cassie. I believe there's a thing you can do where you like set your notification preferences specifically for Blue Cat Studio. Although, does it say on Blue Cat Studio, or does it say it's Wendy Clinky going live? That's the one thing I'm not sure about. I'm not sure. But I think at least for Blue Cat, you can set preferences to be notified of everything, and it should pop up. And again, I apologize that I didn't schedule this one. I try and give you guys a little notice here and there. Today ran away from me. Oh, it does say Blue Cat Studio. Okay. So Holly, did you get your notifications dialed in? Because I know you asked me that same question a while back. And did you end up tweaking your settings, Holly? Oh my gosh. Okay. I cannot get that line smooth to save myself. It's all bunky wonky. All right. So the trick to getting a smoother line is to make sure that you are pulling, not pushing. Look, these big, huge, goopy, whoopsie blumps of paint everywhere, I'm not a painter, I'm a paper. Is Val Kilmer, Alabama, near Arab or Lynette, Alabama? Elaine. She said it was near Huntsville.
I've been to Birmingham and Alabama, and Birmingham is adorable. It has a really lovely downtown.
Actually, Huntsville's really cute too. At least it was when I was there, like 4 years ago. It's been a while. It was.
Oh, I wish it was Trash Pandas game. It was a lot of fun.
Trash pandas?
What's the name of the baseball team?
Trash pandas or raccoons?
Trash Pandas.
No way.
Yes way.
There's a baseball team called Trash Pandas.
Yeah, hello. Huntsville Trash Pandas.
Oh my God. They're seriously
Yeah.
Huntsville Trash Pandas. That makes my day.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. So y'all, Guardians of the Galaxy, you know. Oh, so Cassie used to live in Huntsville.
Yeah, and they have like it's a trash panda raccoon with a calculator on its chest.
That's cool. I have too much paint. I need a place to put it. Cassie, I didn't know you used to live in Alabama. So you're in Arizona, right? I think. I will know tomorrow because I'm going to be sticking your snowman in the mail. I'll have to look up your address. Let's see. And excuse me. Holly says New Mexico. All right. It's one of those places where it's hot in the day and cold at night, right? I've never been in New Mexico. Okay. Holly says, my settings say I'll get all. There are 3 options, some, all, or none. I have set mine for all like 3 times, but I don't get the notifications. Holly says Facebook doesn't like her. That's what, yeah. I don't know. Facebook sometimes messes with stuff and then it just kind of messes. I don't want to say it messes with you, but oh, I've had some days where I'm like, what is going on?
Looking good.
Yeah, I'm kind of liking this just plain black background. It kind of puts all the emphasis on our
The emphasis.
Man, I'm an ugly drunk, so y'all be glad I'm not drinking.
Do you want to paint a snowman?
Yeah, you can do the singing. All right. Great, just like last little bit to get like the little bit with a big brush.
Everybody else painting along, or are they just watching?
I don't know. That's a good question. Y'all painting along? Okay, so Elaine says Facebook is totally wonky. Yes, it is. And they're constantly upgrading and changing and tweaking. So what worked yesterday doesn't always work today. But overall, you know, they just want to keep us on our toes, you know, make sure that we don't get stale with our technology. It's like, yeah, you old dog, Wendy, you still get to learn new tricks. Okay, fine. All right, I'm gonna call that guy good. I think. Did I miss anything? Oh yeah. You know what we need? We need just a little tiny definition right through. Oh, that is still not the right brush for that. Give that guy a quick rinse. And we'll come in back with our smaller dude. Oh, that feels like a risk putting that right there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, there we go. So I needed that line because otherwise it just looked a little bit muddy and I was not happy. So in general, I haven't been putting much detail in this portion here. I just paint it gold and call it good. If you were really going for something to make it look cool and slightly metallic, you might take a little bit of that black kind of through here, along here like so. Maybe offload, get rid of some of the black, add a little bit more gold to your brush and kind of do a little blendy blend, like this, and then maybe a little bit in this zone. And again, this is just if you are doing it on canvas or something else and you kind of want it to look. Okay, so Elaine says she painted all day and she's chillaxing.
I would love to see it.
I know. She sent me a picture of her. She had this cool ceramic tree, and they have these little lights, but they're like shaped like birds.
Oh, that's cute.
It was cool. In fact, the other day I was like looking at one of the wholesalers for stuff because they had a sale on lights, and I saw the bird lights, and I totally thought of you, Elaine. I was like, oh, that's so cool. All right, so there, I just added some white. So I don't know if you can see that or not, but my kind of rule of thumb when I'm just making stuff up, because that's what we're doing here, is making stuff up, is for the darks I tend to make kind of an L this way, and the lights I kind of make an opposite L.
Oh.
If you can see, that's almost like an upside down L. And then we'll just add a little white highlight here. And so again, we've decided that our light is coming from this side, and so the dark is here. Oh, Cassie says her ornaments finally came in. Yeah, now don't feel like you have to catch up, because I'm totally like messing with you and not doing this in 20 minutes. I mean, shoot, that was a shoot. That was 2 O's, not an I. We're coming into like 40 minutes right now.
I'm not smiling, I'm duck facing.
Smiling, I'm duck facing. I snorted. Woo, Julia, you make this fun. You just need to come hang out more.
I'm glad that Val Kilmer is here with us.
All right, I'm adding just a touch more highlight here. Yeah, all right. I think this is done. Yeah, Cassie, it is a lot. Well, it's mostly easier when they're small, although quite honestly, I feel like this one was easier than trying to work with this tiny guy. So if you are working with small ornaments, one more just friendly reminder, get some tape, make one of those little tape rings and stick it to your surface, and preferably a piece of paper or something that you can rotate so you can get to all the angles, because trying to hold this thing still while you paint, you will want to kill me, and then you'll give up and be all done. Oh, I've been reminded sparkles, right? Where are we putting sparkles, guys? Where are we putting sparkles? I need some ideas about where to put some sparkles. Let's get this black dry.
Sparkle in the red hat.
Ooh, sparkle in the red. Do you know what he needs? He needs holly in his hat.
Okay.
A little sprig of holly.
Okay.
Because I'm totally over the 20 minutes, so I might as well just go big or go home, right? All right, just a little bit here. I don't want to dry, and I'm just going to drag my arm right through it and smudge black it, and then be sad and baby wipe the whole thing. And
how come we don't have grown-up wipes?
Well, I do. I have the Cottonelle grown-up flushable wipes. I do have grown-up wipes. Cassie says, is this snowman gonna fit on my calendar? No. So I'm painting big, Cassie, so y'all don't need to break out like a magnifying glass just to see what I'm doing on the live, because that was I was rewatching my stuff and I'm like, man, that is not working. Okay. All right, let's do this. Okay, I didn't get any paint inside my frying pan. We need to, oh, my red's all dry. Okay, but we'll start with a smallish brush. We'll add some holly. Hey, did we decide where we were going to put our glitter yet? We still kind of haven't. I mean, Julia made her vote, but I don't see the rest of y'all voting. All right, I'm going to put the little holly berry right here. Maybe a second one. I'm starting with a little bit of white in it to keep it light. It also helps with coverage, so we can make it. We can tweak it in a second. So I'm kind of did one full circle and then sort of partial circles attached. Does that make sense? I hope so. All right, I'm gonna go with a darker. Yeah, you know what? Let's go hog wild. I'm gonna use Quinacridone Magenta. This is totally not in the program. It's not in the plan, but it's gonna make me happy. So if you have not yet discovered Quinacridone Magenta from Liquitex Basics, this is like the very best, raddest, awesomest. There is no other. Well, okay, maybe some of the really expensive ones, like the level 3s, will do it, but it is the only level 1 paint that comes in that amazeballs color. Anything else that says magenta is close, but not quite. So I did the quinacridone kind of on the base, and what that does is it's a cooler, slightly more purpley. So it's the idea is that we're trying to differentiate the reds between this bright fire engine-y red and this red here. Otherwise, if it was just red on red, it would just be a bunch of smush, and you'd be like, what are you doing, Wendy? Okay, so now that I've got the quinacridone, I'm gonna on my brush. I haven't rinsed it or anything. I'm gonna grab some white, lighten it up just a smidge. I need just a little bit more of that. So that kind of makes a really pretty intense color. I'm gonna bring some of that lighter part above. All right, we need more white in there. It's just a little bit too light or too dark. Pink and pink. You can kind of see that, yeah? Yeah.
Cute.
And then we'll just kind of layer in a little bit more white on top of that. And the beauty of doing kind of white or wet paint on wet paint is that oftentimes you'll get, oh, look at that, I got the black on me, on canvas blending. So we'll get a couple of highlights on those berries to make them look shiny. There, you can kind of see those.
Yes. Offloading my brush. Hashtag
Hashtag what?
kick of pop.
Oh, hashtag kick a pop. Yep. Thank you, Julia. I was like, hashtag what? Advent Ornament Challenge? Hashtag. Oh, wait, we got to write that. In my crappy writing, you should write it, but hashtag Advent. Oh, it's too long. Ornament. I can't write. Chow.
Like a kid at a lemonade stand that goes the other way.
I know, this is my lemonade stand. It's my lemonade stand. All right, I need a good green. Where's my good green? All right, where's my green drawer? That's my blue drawer. Wow. And I pulled out, okay, plantation pine. Yeah, actually, that's a really good color. I've never used this before. Plantation pine. It's warmer than.
Shake it real good.
Shake it real good. Oh, good. Perfect. So it's kind of like a forest green, but it's got a little bit more of an army green kind of feel to it. I'm going to start with my small skinny brush just because I'm going to be sketching right here, and we'll make the leaf kind of go like this. I don't know. That works, right? It kind of works. I guess I could sketch it in white. We'll probably do some mixing. Well, good. Now that I've established some clean edges for it, that works. And we'll do one here. It kind of goes to the edge of the ornament. Well, that'll do. All right, and we'll get around the berries just so that I don't smush up against those. And just to give those berries a little bit of definition, I'm just going to use that green to kind of outline. Now, if you're using a really bright green, that might not work, but this is like a very olive drab. So I think it kind of works. Okay. We got the idea. So now I'll rinse this guy or whatever this guy. Okay, so if you have a super fine liner like this, make sure you do not leave it in the water. And then every time you pull it out, you want to just kind of get it twisted and maintain that point. Because when the bristles start to permanently fray, it's a sad day. It's like the end.
It's modern art.
It's the end of your good brush. You can just kiss it goodbye and cry, which I've been doing a lot recently. Kissing a lot of my stuff goodbye. I'm like, man, I paid good money for that. I must have not treated it right.
That's beautiful.
Oh, I love this color. All right, how's your dark green? Move over. There is a new sheriff in town. I like this one. Well, again, I love olive green. Like half the clothes on my wardrobe are olive green. The other half are coral pink.
All right, Space Camp, what do you think?
Space Camp. Yeah. All right, I'm going to grab a little touch of white just to kind of keep this interesting and start to blend it into my wet paint just to kind of pop that a little bit. Give it a smidge of, is it definition? Dimension. That's my word. It's the D word. And definition. All right, so can I come? So I usually can just kind of cheat and do like half the leaf, usually the top half facing up. I think on this one we could do a little, actually, we have dark on dark, so I'm going to bring a little bit more of that white kind of into the base here, blending it a little. Although I actually like the dark against the I like the dark against the light green.
Totes.
So a thing that we're thinking about here, and I guess I probably need to articulate it for you guys, is when we have a dark background, we want to lighten the foreground. If we have a light background, we want to darken the foreground. So you want light on dark, dark on light. So it shows. I got too much paint on my brush. Don't need to rinse it. I just need to offload. So I think like my word of the century is offload, offload, offload. I feel like that's what I'm always saying. But y'all, never underestimate the power of offloading your paint. Okay, I feel like we're just about. Are we there? Are we there yet, guys? I think we're there. So it's a pretty subdued green for the leaves. If you wanted something brighter, you could totally go for it. But I felt like we had such a happy green here that we really needed something slightly different. Oh, that is red showing through that sunset. Okay. Ooh, you know what? One more thing. I'm sorry.
Cranberry.
Oh, sparkle cranberries. What? They're not cranberries.
Sparkle holly.
Sparkle holly. Okay. I'm going to take that Quinacridone Magenta, a little bit of the plantation pine, mix them together. And that creates a purpley brown, kind of a purpley whatever. And just add like a little touch more shading underneath. Just a little touch more. That also helps differentiate it from the hat. Just a little kind of, it's almost like making like a little arc or half moon right at the bottom of the berry. So it's right in here. Boop. And there was a fairly see-through or fairly transparent coat. So the Quinacridone Magenta underneath was there. Good. Okay. All right. So guys, where are we putting the glitter? I need help. Hat. Sparkly background would be fun. Sparkly. I don't know. Or is it no sparkly? What's sparkly, guys?
Sparkly holly berry.
The berry's so small. It's like just a little tiny kiss of sparkles. All right, wait, where's my sparkles? I
How
got
about
a ton of
his mouth? His black sparkle mouth.
his product sparkle mouth. Right, I'm gonna come behind you. Watch out, my dear. Is this it? And oh, there's my sparkles. Oops. I got a mega bottle of sparkles. The face. Holly says the face. Okay. That makes sense because it's no sparkles.
That is true.
And it catches the light and it does the twinkle thing. Plus
Yeah,
the paint is dry.
carrots are not sparkly.
Carrots are not sparkly.
Well, they can be.
They can be. I mean, so we could also frost the berries. Give them a little minute to dry. This guy's a mess. All right, so here's another canvas or another palette. Don't mind it, but all the paint on it is dry, so I don't run the risk of picking up random unwanted colors. All right, I'll rinse my big guy. The hat. Cassie says the hat. Holly says one whose kid. Sparkle brim. Face. It just wants a sparkle bath, everybody. We're going to give it a sparkle bath. Okay, so actually, I've heard hat, so I'm going to go with hat. Holly, I'm sorry. Holly Berry. We're going to do a sparkle hat. So here's the deal. If you think the sparkle needs to be somewhere else, you can do the sparkle somewhere else. I'm using my most favorite Craftsmart Crystal. It's fancy. So it goes on a little bit white. It's not exactly clear, but when it dries, it goes on. It's clear. And it's super tiny little bits of sparkle, so it's sort of subtle. Oh, look at it, the sparkly hat. I love it. We'll see if we can't get the dryer going on this guy so that you can see it when it's finally dry versus, because now it's like, it's got, milky, that's the word. It's got this kind of like milky look right now, and you can see like the brush stroke streaks. It's not really cool, but it'll look cool. So Holly, I did love your idea of doing it on the face. But we had 2 people vote for hats, so I went for the hat. I'm sorry. Like, you can just take a sparkle bath, the whole thing. That would be like, that's my thing. And I'm very happy that you guys all like sparkles because there are definitely some glitter haters out there.
What?
Oh, yeah. But, you know, it's kind of funny when you let your glitter haters get going. You're like, all right, sure. I'm like, but I'm not leaving, like, glitter is, I mean, stray glitter, like, without, like, the paint goo. It's like cake sprinkles. It's like herpes. It's awful. It gets everywhere.
Herpes.
Yes. But when it's in paint, it's different because it stays put. Okay. So now it looks all milky. Let's just dry this guy off so you can kind of see the full effect. I just want to do the background too. Just wet sparkle everywhere. All right, so we'll give it a kickstart here. I'm gonna do a little bit of the edge. Okay, so I'm moving this like really, really fast because if I don't, then it starts to overheat the paint and the paint bubbles up and gets nasty. And we don't like that. Okay, so I'm just do kind of a gentle framing, kind of just little bits of glitter around just the edges, kind of like this. And, you know, not a straight line. Plus, I just have all this extra glitter, so we're just going to use it up because we can, and it's fun, and it sparkles, and it's the holidays, and if you can't have sparkle. Oh, Holly says hats are way better. This is true because when you wear too many sparkles on your face, then you catch the light, and then you're like blind and you can't see properly. And do you remember when like glitter was like all a thing for like makeup and stuff?
Glitter.
Face glitter. Oh,
And it gets all over you.
it's like reminds me of my 20s. I'm so good. I'm so happy to not be in my 20s anymore.
Yeah, a glitter bomb is a bad thing.
Yep. So at Golly Fest, so kayak can get together. Like they have this thing called the glitter fairies, and they come around and they throw, like when you're not looking, they throw like these huge like things of glitter in your kayak, and then you're like in the river, you're swimming, and then suddenly you're surrounded by glitter, and you're like, what happened?
Sure, fish love that.
Yeah, environmentalists are like, rah. But it was kind of cool when I got glitter fairy. I was very surprised. Elaine says this is adorable. Thank you. I'm loving him. He's cute.
Elaine, I want to see your finished product.
She's been painting all day. She's just chilling. But Holly's been painting up a storm. So Elaine, I am doing this every single day, and I'm kind of thinking that doing it on canvas is like way easier. So then like in private, I'll paint the small ones. I hope. Because I'm like, I want an advent calendar. We got this. All right, almost done. Almost done. This is way easier to see. I like this. Okay, I'm gonna call it good. Yeah, close enough. But look, it sparkles like awesome. Can you guys see? Does the sparkle? Oh, it sparkles. So the only thing that kind of makes me go Reh, is that this has a little bit of a sheen, and this is very matte. So you could, if you had like a Mod Podge or something, coat the whole thing, or even just like a matte medium or something that's going to dry clear to give it a consistent finish. But if you don't mind the sort of bits of like light eating matte and the light reflecting sheen, that's okay too. But again, if that bugs you, that's a way to get around it. So look at that. It has pretty glitter. All right. Thank you guys for joining me. It has been super fun. Thank you for all the interaction. You guys are the best. And I will see you at some point tomorrow for the next one. Kick of Pop. Yes, Kick of Pop. Hashtag kickofpop.com. All right, you guys. Bye. You are the best. And let's see here. And here's the next one. I hit the button. Bye, Elaine. Thank you. Bye, Holly. Bye, Cassie. Let's see. Bye, Tracy. Oh, no. My thing is playing. No, post now. I don't want to. Turn it off. Turn it off. Fix my phone quick. Oh, wait. I got to end this one first. Bye, guys.